The dramatic haircut. Having just had her heart broken, the girl decides to get a dramatic haircut. She has heard this about dramatic haircuts, that they can help with the pain. That if you can look in the mirror and see a new person, maybe you can believe a new person is on the way. This new person will have the same past, of course, but will experience it differently, as someone lazily flipping through an album of images, and only occasionally, when she remembers it's there. Also, the girl tells herself, with dramatic haircuts, you are being decisive. You are being the kind of person capable of making decisions for yourself, for change. You are taking action. You are not lying prone on a bed without sheets or pillows, encircled in the colorless haze of your pain. The girl's second decision? She has found a salon. It opened recently in an up-and-coming part of town, very hip and exclusive. She's surprised she can get an appointment so soon. It's expensive, but she decides, another decision. It will be worth it. At this salon, birds do the cutting. Snip, snip. Big birds, small birds, she doesn't know. A lot about the salon is hush-hush. She imagines kind-faced blue songbirds maneuvering tiny gold scissors with their claws. The girl has read the fairy tales. She believes things can be good someday, and knows the opposite to be true as well. Her mother always said people carry their heartache in their hair, and to get it all gone, you have to shave down to the skin. And when that doesn't work, you have to pull up by the roots. She yanked her own hair out in fistfuls, bleeding at the scalp, collecting scabs under her fingernails. When it came back in, it was thin and dry, as if growing half-heartedly, knowing it was not long for this world. When the girl was little, her mother styled her hair for school in braids and clips and bright elastics. But the girl was not allowed to touch her mother's hair in return. "You'll feel everything," her mother said, pushing the girl's hands away, and to quell any tears, pulled a shiny metallic tube from her purse. "Here, do my lips instead." This is another thing that attracted the girl to the birds. Surely they, better than human stylists, will be equipped to handle her pain. Something about cross-species transmissions, she thinks, means they'll feel it less acutely. The boy. The boy made her feel good. The boy turned his whole body toward her. He smiled with his whole face at her. The boy noticed things about her that she had never noticed about herself. He said she was beautiful, and that was the least appealing thing about her. When it comes to the dramatic haircut, the girl doesn't care how it turns out. In particular, she doesn't care if it looks good. But she selects pictures from magazines anyway, celebrities with the haircut she's thinking of, and clips them out to bring to the salon, because this is something the salon asks clients to do. The celebrities look perfect, not a strand out of place. She reminds herself that celebrities are people, have mothers, fathers. The girl's father started using hair growth creams even before her mother's diagnosis. If asked, he'll say it was the stress of it all, the separation, the disorder, the treatment centers, one after the other, that caused his hair loss in the first place. But the girl has a distinct memory. She is 8 years old. She walks into her parents' bathroom to find her father, balding as long as she's known him, taking photos with their old digital camera. Every angle, the top of his head, the back, the sides. Later, she finds the camera in a dresser drawer and clicks through them all. In each, a crescent of hair wrapped around the glistening dome of his skull. So many progress photos, her thumb cramps over the next button. Hundreds, thousands, with the same subject, slight changes in light. There has been other hair. The blonde curls of a childhood dog, clinging to various surfaces around the house long after its death. The girl's mother hired a deep cleaning service to be rid of them. After that, the hairs showed up only once in a while, and in strange places, wedged between the bristles of the girl's toothbrush, drifting in the leftover milk in her cereal bowl. The boy. What was the boy's hair like? The girl cannot for the life of her remember. The boy asked important questions about her dreams and her insecurities, her favorite things and her least favorite things, and how she felt about the future, about her childhood and her mother who wanted no hair, and her father who wanted more. So the girl told the boy things she had not told anyone, things that before had caused people to shift uncomfortably in their seats, or cough a blanket over the prickliness of her words, or change the subject, or walk out of the room. But the boy, he did not flinch. He said he wanted to know all of her, promised he would not be scared away. The birds at the salon, they are easily scared away. They're not much different from other birds, really, just more dexterous and capable of working from reference photos. That's why the salon has rules. The rules of the salon are this. It has no name or signage. Still, you must find it. When you get inside, take off your shoes, leave them on the mat, be quiet. There will be a registration desk, unmanned. Behind the desk will be a wall of hair products, shampoos and gels and bottles the color of candy. You will want them, but don't bother. Every bottle will be empty. There will be a bowl of mints, from which you may take one, so long as you suck gently and do not bite down. Or just swallow right away if you don't care about the taste. Then go to the salon chair. There will only be one. Wait patiently and do not jostle your legs. The birds are timid and skittish, but they are professionals. They will have seen the appointment book and know that you're there. The girl has always had the same hairstyle. Long, 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 like in the fairy tales. She has not till now felt the urge to change it. She liked that she could use it to cover her face when she felt like hiding, or pile it high on top of her head when she felt like being taller. It helped her take up less space, or more. It kept her warm in the winter. She knows her hair better than she knows most parts of herself. She knows how to tilt her head for pictures, what to do about her cowlicks, exactly how much brighter it gets under the sun. Only suddenly, the girl isn't so sure. She worries she might not know anything, might have been wrong all along. Any attachment she once felt to her hair is now gone. The boy promised he would not be scared away. The boy promised. The boy. People disappear like hair grows, so gradually you don't notice as it's happening. Only notice it later, after you've spent time examining the slow progress over hundreds and thousands of individual moments. And people disappear like hair is cut, twin blades gliding effortlessly through a curtain, all at once, ruthless, with no regard for how long it took to get here. When the girl arrives at the salon, she follows all the rules. She waits in the lone chair, looking at the magazine clippings she has unfolded quietly on her lap. The celebrities smile up at her, stylish and carefree beneath their matching asymmetrical bobs. A new person is on the way. When the birds come, it's nothing like the girl expected. For one thing, they don't carry scissors. For another, they are not blue. In the mirror, she sees them. They are grotesque, the color of old, half-picked scabs, pale yellow in blotches and otherwise black, red, brown, a section of fresh pink on one side. They are all different sizes, and as they hover, they stir the air and make it hot. Some are missing parts of their toes, and the strands of hair that cut off the blood flow remain tightly wound around the amputation points. The birds sing no songs. In fact, they make no sound at all, aside from the hollow whipping of their wings, which is like canvas on a clothesline in a violent storm. Their wings. The girl understands now why they didn't bring scissors. Their wings are themselves sharp, each one a blade, not feathery or downy, but designed to cut. And they do. Her hair, at first. She shows the birds her celebrities and they work with efficiency. As her hair falls in clumps around the base of the chair, already the girl notices new things about herself. How her cheeks are maybe not as full as she thought, her chin may be more pronounced. How her shoulders, now exposed, reach toward her ears as if shrugging or cold. The first time the birds catch flesh, she yelps in surprise. A red line opens at the top of her left ear, then drips. Then it's one cheek, then the other. Her forehead twice. Her neck. "What are you doing?" she shouts at the team of hairstylists, but is drowned out by the now deafening churning of air. She tries again, louder. "You're hurting me!" But the birds are birds, and they cannot understand her. Still, she thinks she sees them look at each other knowingly. She swears she hears a voice from somewhere say, "What? You're the one who wanted a dramatic haircut." The boy asked difficult questions. The boy wanted her to share all of herself with him. The boy took parts of her and put them in his mouth. The boy believed in radical honesty. The boy believed in radical honesty. That's what he said at the end. That he was just being honest. And didn't she want that? The birds don't stop at the area around her head. They keep pruning away her stomach, her legs. Her clothes fall away in shreds. The birds whittle her down. The girl is making a decision. She is feeling everything. The blood runs thick and searing down the center of her back, and it reminds her of a game she and her mother never played. Because by the time the girl learned the game at another girl's sleepover, her mother was away and supervised by a guard during their visits, and not allowed to touch her daughter's hair. The words were, "under no circumstances." The game went, "Crack an egg on your head, let the yolk drip down." The egg was the tap of a closed fist on the skull, the yolk the slithering of fingers from there on down. Tickle, tickle, yolk drip down. It was guaranteed to give you the chills. At least, that was the point. If that didn't work, there was the next verse. Stab a knife in your back, let the blood drip down. The girl is aware only mildly of the beating of wings, the indifference of birds. Won't be scared away. "You're hurting me." Blood drip down, blood drip down. "You'll feel everything." Everyone is unflinching until they flinch. Crack. When the girl snaps back to the world, she is sitting with her back against a wall, slick tile under her feet. Familiar things. Her floor, her apartment. Her favorite pajamas, patterned with planets, so old they're too short in the legs. Her hair dried stiff, long as ever. And blood. Everywhere, big and small cuts. It's dark outside, and the girl catches her reflection in the glass of a nearby window. Her hands are midair, level with her shoulders, shaking like from the effort of being suspended in flight. In each hand, a pair of kitchen shears. She doesn't recognize herself. Curious, she leans forward, so more of her reflection appears on the glass. She remembers the shears, a single image from her past. They're the ones she has used to split chicken, because they're heavy duty and for cleaning come apart. But the person? That person there? No, she's sure now. That's not her at all. And that's enough, the girl thinks, to begin.